Canalda, and I am the Associate Director of Admissions and Veteran Outreach here at Ave Maria School of Law. Today I'm interviewing Diego Gil.
Hello.
Hi, Diego. He is a rising 3L and the current president and chapter leader of our SVA chapter, VALSA, which stands for Veteran Law Student Association. Thank you for joining me today, Diego.
Thank you, Tabitha.
Diego, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Definitely. I'm a first-generation American and also the first veteran in my family to serve in the armed forces. My parents came from Colombia to New Jersey in the 70s. They had my oldest sister, Maria, my middle sister, Carolyn, and myself. And we did elementary, middle school, and high school all in New Jersey before coming down to Florida.
And what brought you to serving our country?
Honestly, after 9/11, it didn't phase in, especially being so close to New York City, what the ramifications and what the larger cause was. It wasn't until I was getting close to graduation and starting going to college campuses and college tours that I realized I didn't want to take that burden onto my parents as far as student loans. And this sounded like the best option. It was something that I knew it wasn't going to affect them, and it revolved just on my decisions and my performance and what I could do.
And what branch did you serve in and for how long?
I served in the United States Navy, and I did 5 years, from January of 2003 till December of 2008.
Wow. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to go to law school.
See, that's interesting. Law school to me was never on the back of my mind. I remember growing up as a little kid, my ultimate dream was playing baseball. That's all I would do. I would eat, sleep, and play baseball. However, my father thought differently, so our arguments would consistently be him saying, "You're going to be a lawyer," and me as a kid growing up and through much of my adolescence and teen years saying, "No, I'm going to be a baseball player for the New York Yankees." It wasn't till I did my undergraduate degree and I got my first internship with the state attorney's office. I was partnered with one of the state attorneys, and she blew my mind. Everything that she did in the courtroom, her professionalism, the way she carried herself around the state attorney's office, the way other attorneys outside of the state attorney's office looked at her, it just left this impression on me. And it was that moment that I was like, I'm going to law school.
Wow, that's amazing. And what drew you to Ave Maria specifically?
Well, being from this area after I got out of the service and always coming down to the Cape Coral, Naples area, I knew of Ave since about 2010. So Ave was always on my mind from that moment because I wanted to go to a smaller school. I didn't want to be just a number. And when I graduated in June of 2011, I was getting ready to start taking my LSATs, and I was actually getting ready to start applying to hopefully be part of the fall, either the fall 2012 class. But I ended up going back to New Jersey for work, which turned out to be great. And then law school was put on hold. But when I finally had the chance to come back down to this area, I knew that this was still where I wanted to go.
Why do you think Ave is a great choice for student veterans?
Well, to be honest with you, why Ave is a great place for student veterans. First, our dean is a veteran, a JAG veteran himself.
He is.
Our previous dean is also a JAG veteran. Mm-hmm. Then you also have Professor Govern, who's also a JAG veteran. And then we also have other faculty and professors that are prior veterans as well. So you're building this core community of veterans on the faculty and on the professor side that then translate over to the students, and you kind of build that rapport. Moreover, if you look at our campus, changing our law library to the Veterans Memorial Law Library, the parking spaces for veterans, all the initiatives that the dean and the staff, as yourself, are taking to make this initiative for veterans, make us feel welcome in a community, make us feel part of a community, make us seem the sacrifices that we've had in the past are not so much just forgotten and just our own sacrifices that we've done, and it's more of a community effort.
So speaking of supporting student veterans, we recently created an SVA chapter on campus.
Yes.
And we're very proud of that. Can you tell us a little bit about SVA and what they do?
Definitely. SVA, Student Veterans of America, it's a beautiful program that assists and provides veterans with the research and advocacy needed to succeed in higher education.
What are some of the opportunities that SVA offers to student veterans?
That's a great question. SVA actually, they're like a support system. So they support students throughout different colleges and universities. They also fund scholarships. They also provide fellowship programs that allow students to go up to Washington, D.C. on some of their missions. And moreover, they provide like a large networking event.
That's amazing. What was the greatest lesson learned from your military experience?
The greatest lesson learned from my military experience would have to be overcoming adversity. I think in life that you have to hit rock bottom and you have to know how to climb up out of that hole or out of that situation in life and be able to carry your head high still and know from those mistakes or those lessons in the past to redefine yourself or make a better you.
How has your military experience transitioned into your everyday life?
That's a great question. The thing with coming out of the military is that they don't teach you how to become a civilian again, or they don't tell you how to reincorporate into the regular world. I feel with the values that I got out of the military into where I'm at now, it allowed me to be a stronger person in the sense of having initiative to getting the work done, being honest with people, being upfront, understanding that it's not about me, but there's a bigger mission to everything, and learning how to be a team player.
Any final thoughts you'd like to share with us?
Yes. First, I think we should always support our military, both present, past, and also our future military, and once they get out and become veterans, because ultimately they took the ultimate sacrifice in writing a blank check to this country to give us our basic freedoms and rights that we love so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching.